We're at London Euston. The London Underground system works with long, fast tube trains that, thanks to a modern signalling system, can run only a couple of minutes apart. We're heading south of the river on one of these tubes, which, as you'll see, arrive at quite a high speed. They can brake and accelerate quickly, and they're quite long, so they can take a phenomenal amount of people along these lines very quickly. We've taken a short trip across the river by tube and come up for air at London's Waterloo. And straight away we can hear some live music being played. I've come to London with 13-year-old Becky, who by the end of this video will have turned 14. We've gone to the furthest point on this day trip in London, and we're going to walk back from Waterloo towards Euston and see what we find on the way.
Holding me back, gravity's holding me back. Want you to hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't we leave it at that? Nothing to say, everything gets in the way. No, you cannot be replaced. I am the one who will stay. Oh, it's not the same as you were.
Welcome to London, and I'm here today with Becky. Becky has a kind of bucket list, and there are 3 things she wants to achieve in London today. Somebody's banging something over there. That's typical when I start talking. Something has to happen. Becky had 3 things. One of them is the London Eye, which is, as you can see behind me, and it's not working. She couldn't go up in it. Real disappointment today, but it's been closed all of January and the early part of February, and then she has to go back to Australia. So no riding on the London Eye today, which is a pity because it's a bright, sunny, clear day. I'll let Becky tell you what her second item is.
Number 2 on our list, Big Ben, what I've always wanted to see. Here we are.
Pussycat, pussycat, where have you been? I've been to London to look at the Queen. Pussycat, pussycat, what did you do there? I frightened a little mouse under the chair. Pussycat, pussycat, where have you been? I've been to London to look at the Queen. Pussycat, pussycat, what did you do there? I frightened a little mouse under the chair.
So Becky, you told me that your third item on your list was to buy a souvenir today. Now I know you want to do that anyway, but I thought you also wanted to see Buckingham Palace.
I do.
And what, you didn't call it Buckingham Palace, what were you calling it? You don't remember now, do you?
No, I don't
the Queen's
remember.
house, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it would be the King's house now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Australia when the Queen's funeral was on, and I was amazed, and you're living in Australia, that how much interest the Australians took in the Queen. And there seem to be real royalists down under. Would you say that's true?
Yeah, I'd say it's true.
Yeah, so let's go across. We're in St James's Park, and we're going to walk across to the palace now. Do you plan to do anything at the palace? You know, ask for a ride on a horse or anything?
Meet the King.
Meet the King, okay. Right, let's go and try that.
They're changing guard at Buckingham Palace. Christopher Robin went down with Alice.
All the posts along the Mall are engraved ER, Elizabeth's Regina, and I don't suppose they're going to change that for Charles anytime soon.
Says Alice. They're changing guard at Buckingham Palace. And Christopher Robin went down with Alice. We saw a guard in a sentry box. One of the sergeants looks after the socks. Says Alice. They're changing guard at Buckingham Palace. Christopher Robin went down with Alice. We looked for the Queen, but she never came. Well, God take care of her all the same, says Alice. They've great big parties inside the grounds. I wouldn't be queen for £100, says Alice.
Admiralty Arch at the end of the Mall has been under wraps for some years now. It's about to emerge as a brand new hotel as the gateway to Trafalgar Square. I've been going to Trafalgar Square since I was a young boy, and I seem to remember it always had a lot of pigeons, but not so much these days. They've still got the fountains, and they've still got the lions, and of course Nelson's column. That's going to be there forever. Time for Becky to continue on her bucket list, and it's time for those souvenirs. Well, we went into loads of souvenir shops, but it's these carts and trolleys out in the streets that have the best prices, and it looks like Becky's found something she really wants. We move on into Leicester Square, where the famous Odeon is, where all the UK film premieres take place, where they roll out the red carpet. Lots of famous people appear here from time to time. This is where Becky spots the London M&M's World, which I didn't even know was here, and she wants to go inside and explore. I decided to stay outside, and if you want to see the inside, all I have to do is to look on YouTube, because loads of people have been in here before, and here's a sample of what you can see. Even I can tell through the glass windows that it's a multi-floor, huge expanse of M&M's, basically. Well, it's starting to get dark now, and we still haven't had any lunch, so we're going to head for the nearest Wetherspoons. There are two in Holborn that I have my eye on. We didn't take one of the alternative forms of transport. We walked, because that was our goal for the day, but we did pass an electric Kia that was being charged from a lamppost. I'm sure that never happened last time I came to London. 2 days later, and Becky celebrates her 14th birthday. You're allowed a big knife like that.
I'm 14 now, I'm allowed a big knife.
Yeah, you.
Responsibility.
We have a bit of a family party, and this is a chance to see the souvenir that Becky bought. It's an illuminated Big Ben that changes colour. Quite impressive.